Hey everyone, welcome back to the range. My name is Matt, also known as the Ammo Nerd. Don't worry, I'm not trying to make a fashion statement with these gloves. It is cold as heck out today, but I wanted to get this review in because this is a fairly new offering, and you know the saying, the early bird gets the worm. This is from our buddies AAC, or America's Ammunition Company, not to be confused with AAC, the silencer company, both of which are owned by the holding company that owns Palmetto State Armory. This is our 5.56 NATO, or 5.56x45mm 75 grain boat tail hollow point. Let's throw him on the table and talk about what we're going to do today. For our 5.56 testing, we have the largest variety of barrel lengths from 7.5 inch all the way up to and including 22 inches. We're going to run a velocity string across each one of those barrel lengths, and then we're going to step out to about 100 yards to check our practical accuracy with this particular load. I brought some other 75 grain loadings with us today to kind of compare velocity and accuracy wise. Now I only have 100 rounds of this, so my sample size is going to be small. Not a true long-term reliability test, so you know if I'm having problems in this small sample size, you can extrapolate that out to know that you may run into issues as well. We are not going to do a gel test in today's video, mainly because this bullet has been covered many times over through other various publications online or even on Hornady's website. We'll start with our shortest barrel length, which is our 7.5 inch Palmetto State Armory build. Had this gun for quite some time. Got the X2 Dev Group Jackal charging handle and their muzzle device on here. I apologize about the laptop screen. I actually broke our monitor somehow, either today moving it out or last time, so we don't have the big monitor right now. Not too bad. Not detecting any muzzle flash off this particular powder, and you can tell it's getting cold outside. Now onto our 10.5 inch SBR, another Palmetto State Armory build. Got the Primary Arms 3X Cyclops up here, our Yankee Hill 3-port QD muzzle brake. Put the Rise Armament Folds of Honor trigger in here. No muzzle flash detected. I approve. And now onto our 14.5 inch upper. This is from Pro 2A Tactical. I need to finish the review on this, but so far everything on this upper has been top notch. I did have to put an adjustable gas block on here because the barrel manufacturer actually drilled the gas port too large. Got the Maximum Defense little pistol brace back here. You won't see me shoot any of these for velocity on camera because I already did it offhand when I was out trying to shoot this for groups. So in order to conserve some ammunition and time, we'll just put the average down here in the lower right hand part of the screen and go on to the next barrel length. And now on to our 16 inch. This is brand new for late 2022. This is our Springfield Hellion, or Croatian VHS-2 rifle, semi-automatic unfortunately. Got a Primary Arms Classic 1:6 second focal plane scope up top. We'll do a review on this rifle at some point. I like quite a bit of this, especially how easy it is to take apart and field strip or do anything else to it. The trigger though is typical bullpup and is pretty much straight trash. I do like that you can set this up for left and or right hand eject. And now for our 20-inch, this is a Pembroke State Armory upper. It's the 20-inch with the FN double chrome lined 1-in-7 twist. We should see the box velocity out of this barrel length. See how the cold affects it today? Oh, very close. Not sure if I got all 10 on camera or not. I heard the chronograph disconnect and reconnect. And finally, our 22-inch barrel. This is our TC Compass in our Oryx chassis. This has a 1-in-9 twist barrel. Got a Yankee Hill 3-port QD muzzle brake up front. I pretty much put Yankee Hill QD muzzle brakes or flash hiders on almost all of my guns. Got a primary arms 4-16 first focal plane scope up top. Really like this scope. A little long compared to other 16 powers, but not too bad. Now, you won't see me shoot any of these across the chronograph for our averages because I already did that at the 100-yard range earlier when doing our accuracy portion to conserve ammunition because I only had 100 rounds of this. So we'll throw our average in the lower corner for you. Here is our AAC 75 grain boat tail hollow point at 100 yards, still using the TC Compass, the 22-inch barrel, 1-in-9 twist with the JK Armament rifle kit on there. It's only about 25 degrees outside today, very, very cold, but these groups are downright damn impressive, pardon my French. Our first group, 0.670 inches, look at that. 3 of those guys, nice little clover leaf right there, and then those two, those might have been the last 2 shots. I'm getting a little bit of a mirage today because the suppressor's heating up in short order, and then our scope is hard to see. Our second group right here, this one had a little more mirage, 0.960 inches, still very respectable. But this third group, 0.526 inches. We took the scope off the 22-inch and threw it on the 14.5-inch from Pro 2A Tactical. Group sizes weren't the best, but the scope arrangement wasn't ideal. I didn't have my normal AR cantilever mount today, but 1.628 inches at 100 yards and then 1.755 inches at 100 yards. Pretty consistent there. We did fire one group of our OTM 77 grain from AAC out of the 22-inch at 0.843 inches. That one was a flyer. I think that was the second shot. Again, I'm dealing with a little bit of mirage today because I'm using the suppressor and the heat causes the scope to show mirage. Like I did with the 77 grain OTM comparison from AAC, I wanted to compare other popular loadings that I had on hand in our 75 grain T2 or equivalent bullet. So right here is our original red box Hornady Tap T2 from I think 2007. Our first group at 100 yards TC Compass using the JK Armament rifle kit and our primary arms first focal plane scope 0.463 inches. That is probably the best group that I've shot to date. Now, because it is cold outside, our suppressor mirage took into effect here a little bit, 0.944 inches. So I slowed down. We go to our frontier, 5.35 inches, and then 0.646 inches. Ignore that. That was a test fire of M193. Then we have our 75 grain American Eagle TMJ, 0.880 inches on the first group. The mirage was a little bit heavy on that one, and we tighten it up on the second group at 0.672 inches. Very, very good accuracy coming out of that 22-inch 1-in-9 twist barrel TC Compass. Well, everyone, it's about time to close the book on this review of the 75 grain boat tail hollow point from AAC. I'm very impressed with this load and a lot of other loads from AAC. The box velocity on this particular bullet claims 2,700 feet per second, and we were able to hit that today in suboptimal temperatures. I froze my butt off out here for 2.5 hours today, but the accuracy potential of this particular load was right in line with all of the other stuff that we tested, including actual legitimate Hornady red box tap 5.56 NATO and our Hornady Frontier. All in all, I think AAC hit another home run with this 75 grain load. They seem to be offering quite a few winners in different selections of ammunition lately. We've got 9, we've got 300 blackout, 5.56. I know 5.7 is coming around the corner. As far as our price point goes on this, I think this is right around 60 cents a round. So I think this is 15 cents less per round than the 77 grain OTM. And in my honest opinion, whatever powder they're using in this particular load, I think is better than the 77 grain load, because we were actually able to hit the box velocity on this, again, in our temperatures being suboptimal. With all that being said, I'm going to get the heck out of here because I actually haven't eaten lunch today, and I think it's affecting my thinking a little bit. This is probably like the 5th or 6th take that I've had to do to get this done, and my feet are getting cold. But at the end of all my videos, I take a moment to thank all those who helped make these possible. Number 1 is my Patreon and Subscribe Star fans. I have a link tree in the description below with various ways to support me or contact me. Number 2 is Josiah over at Palmetto State Armory, who in full transparency donated that ammunition for me to test with no strings attached. For anybody that is curious, my relationship with Palmetto State Armory has been pretty much 5 to 6 years in the making. They usually will send me ammunition and or uppers or things if I have the ability to request them. I have an affiliate link from time to time that costs you nothing, and it earns me a sales credit so that I can buy some of this stuff. And of course, number 3 is you all for watching. Until next time, I'll catch you at the range.